Hello, this is Father Ken Lau and welcome to the new episode of the St. Joseph series. Today is the first Wednesday of the month dedicated to St. Joseph. I'd just like to share with you a very inspiring story about what St. Joseph did. And this story came from a collection of testimonies gathered in the sanctuary of St. Joseph in Calais and was written by Father Dominic Busta. So this happened in the city of Boryslaw, which is an hour's drive southwest from Lviv in Poland. The year was 1930 and it was nighttime. There are no lights on at the local parish anymore. Everyone is asleep. Suddenly, this deafening silence is interrupted by an insistent knock, banging on the door several times. This is to wake up the sleeping priest. Please go immediately to the sick man who is dying in the block at Yul Sobieskiego and R50 on the second floor. Here's the priest, Father Adam Sikora, as if in a dream. Who would wake him up at such an hour? But on the other hand, death does not discriminate. Maybe someone really does need the last rites. So the priest gets up and after getting dressed, goes to the door. He opens it. There's no one there. Strange, he whispers to himself. He goes back to sleep. However, he will not sleep for long because it will not be a few minutes before he hears the same knocking again, equally insistent as the previous one. Again, he opened the door. There's no one. So he goes back to bed. He won't have time to fall asleep again when he hears the noise again. This time, it's not knocking on the door. It's the sound of the feet on the floor. He tilts his head to see the man approaching him. How so? He must have bolted the door. He checked it several times. Now, he doesn't have the time to ask how this person got in. This person said, "Go into the indicated address immediately because this man is dying," shouts the elderly, bearded man, and squeezing the vicar's hand, throws him off the bed. The panicked priest runs to the church. He grabs the Blessed Sacrament, takes the holy oils, and runs as fast as he can to Sobieskiego Street to the indicated number 50. However, the caretaker guarding the house is surprised by the priest's arrival. "I don't know of anyone being sick here and calling for a priest at night," he replies in a sleepy voice. "Someone woke me up 3 times ordering me to come to this address and there's a sick person on the second floor." "Oh, well, yes, indeed. There's a certain sick doctor living on the second floor." The caretaker suddenly remembers. "But he's an unbeliever. I don't know if he would like to call a priest for his last rites." "Who brings a priest here at such an hour?" An elderly woman opens the door to the apartment. "But neither my husband nor I asked. We are both unbelievers. The priest's trouble is unnecessary." "Dear Madame, someone was with me that night. He called me 3 times to this specific address. Please let me in." The wife of the sick doctor, surprised by the answer, finally allows the priest to enter. After a short explanation from the priest, the doctor falls into thinking. After a while, he asks his wife to bring the painting hanging in the hallway. "Is that the man who woke you up?" he asks Father Adam. "Yes," answers Father Adam, increasingly moved seeing the face of St. Joseph, familiar to him from tradition. "Well, everything is clear now," the doctor says. "What do you mean, everything is clear now?" "I received this painting from my dying mother along with a prayer to St. Joseph written on a piece of paper, a prayer for a happy death. She asked me to say this prayer for the rest of my life. And although I lost my faith in God, through obedience and my word to my mother, I said it mechanically. Now I know why, Father." "Yes, I'm listening." Father Adam still cannot get over the shock. "Please hear my confession and reconcile me with God." After the confession, the doctor will receive Holy Communion and the anointing of the sick, thanking the young priest for making the effort to see him despite the night. Father will not make it to the stairs because the wife will run out of the apartment once again, this time with tears and despair in her eyes. "Father, my husband is dying." The vicar will turn around and pray for the dying man. In a few days, he will also conduct a Catholic funeral for the deceased doctor at the request of his wife, knowing well in his mind that he owes all of this to a certain extraordinary saint, the patron saint of a good death. So this is an encouragement for us to pray to St. Joseph so that we or our loved ones will experience a happy death. God bless.